other song, then you're going to be good.
Those are the weirdest flashlights I've ever seen.
Did it again. We're live.
Huh? Are you serious? So we're on?
Yeah.
Oh my stars. Okay,
Hey everybody!
how are you?
We're live. I didn't even
Welcome
get the intro.
to the cursed intro. We're going to move on to the regular program.
No one stays around for the intro anyway.
Mamma mia.
They want to join us in
So
media
sorry.
res.
I
That's more
promise.
dramatic.
I promise I'll
you're
get this.
We're live.
Okay, hold on. You want to try one more time? We're going to do it.
Let's just go.
Let's go. If we're live, let's
Yeah,
run
we're
it.
live. Let's
Yeah.
go.
We're live, yes.
Okay. Welcome to What Are We Reading? For the week of, let's go with 520. Is that right?
Well, 420 is better, but
420
520 will
is
work.
521.
521. Thank you for tuning in. Guess what, guys? We've got some cool new things going on this week. We can now, Jeremy and I, by the way, I'm Matt,
I'm Jeremy.
and behind the scenes is
That's you.
Adriana. Sorry.
It's Adriana.
I'm sorry. I forgot my name.
That's okay. She's a very special lady. Adriana, as usual, behind the scenes, holding all of this together with glue and hope and prayers.
Drunk with power.
She's a maniac, people. Please send help.
Don't send help.
We can now see your comments and answer your questions and talk with you immediately. So please, 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 please comment. We like talking to you. This is my favorite thing to do all week. So please, anything you say, we're going to chit chat about it. So please, please do. And we're going to get started. Jeremy and I read, no, we didn't do a whole bunch of comics this week.
Oh, the week's still young.
It's true, it's true. We're probably going to read a whole bunch after this, but to review today, we've got a couple of real slam dunks and good ones, and a couple of special things this week. And so we're going to get started, and I will talk first about, we've got a couple we're going to talk about together too. This week marks the last issue of Siren's Love Hurts. This is book 4. This was always a planned limited series, 4 issues. The Black Label, DC's Black Label, first foray into, it's not really first foray, but I think their most successful and by far best foray into the more non-traditional superhero social stories. I love this book. I have no rights loving this book as much as I do. I picked it up on a lark. The artwork is...
It's Babs Tarr doing the art.
It's incredible.
And so it's just going to have that beautiful, like almost animation look, the clean line designs. Her stuff is fantastic.
It's absolutely wonderful.
And just so
Beautiful
much
to look
energy
at.
to it.
I fell in love with it instantly, and I'm sad to see this go. I really, really, really wish it would. It's been wildly successful, so I hope that it gets another look at this. because
Now
I
that
love
DC
it.
is revitalizing its Vertigo imprint, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the stuff that was Black Label migrates over to Vertigo.
I hope so too.
Because something like this, there's a fan base for. Just like when they used to do those Bombshell books for DC.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, it's that same
Exactly.
sort of. It's a fun alternate universe take.
And this was done so well. This is the wedding issue. Everything's coming to a head, and it's so fun. 10 out of 10. I cannot recommend this enough. It's been one of my favorite little guilty pleasures.
So Canary is prominent on the cover for this book here, Gotham Sirens Love Hurts. But that's not the only book that Canary is a prominent player in this
Do
week.
tell. What have you got?
Well, the latest of the Absolute books came out, and it is absolutely badass. So Absolute Green Arrow
Good job.
This is the launch of, I guess, the third batch of titles for the Absolute books. We had the first 3, the big 3, the Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. And then we got the next tier of characters where maybe your mother might recognize the characters' names. It's like, oh, that's the Flash. He runs fast, right? Green Lantern. But now we're getting Green Arrow, and coming up after this will be Catwoman. The Absolute books have all been fantastic. this might be my new favorite of the books.
I tell you what, I gotta agree with you. Every time we do this show and an absolute book is up, it's always my favorite one.
They can't
because
see
it
me,
goes
it's okay.
week to week. Hi, it's Adriana. If you can't see her, she's say hi, Adriana.
Hi there, y'all.
There you go. Thank you. She's moved around our we're talking to. I kept saying RRR because there's just an R on the screen.
Yeah, I want to make sure chat.
There's also that awesome Bollywood action movie, RRR.
Oh, that was good. I haven't
Yeah.
thought about that in a long time. Anyway, the absolute books, whatever's in front of me is always my favorite one. So go ahead. Again, this and I agree with you. Holy moly!
So I'm a true crime nerd in general. I like a lot of stuff that is superheroes. Sure, that's what raised me. I grew up on Super Friends and Justice League, but sometimes I like a darker story, and that's what the absolute books have been given us. Absolute Green Arrow is a serial killer preying on the 1%.
Oh.
And Dinah Lance, rather than being a costume superhero or a singer at a nightclub, she's a homicide detective with a messy romantic past with the murdered Oliver Queen, trying to bring the Green Arrow killer to justice. Part of me hopes she's not trying that hard because, the Green Arrow is killing people that kind of have it coming.
Absolutely deserve it.
But this book was so rad, and I cannot wait for the next issue. It's interesting because it's so radically different. Whereas some of the absolute books, you can still recognize Superman, you can still recognize Batman, but this is one of the biggest departures from source material.
This is a very big jump, yes, and that's true. Even some of them, I've read such a good. If I could do just a quick, I'm going to jump into the absolute universe for a second.
Freestyle.
And just like you said, Batman, in my opinion, is the most recognizable. There's a lot of the same characters who even look a lot the same. You could jump into it and really understand quite a lot. Superman, same thing, same characters. They're switched around a little bit more. Wonder Woman is pretty radical, and I love that book so much. I love that book so much. I read a little review about it this week, and it really kind of encapsulated it's just how good it shows that you can have a hero who still has compassion and can still just wipe the floor with somebody who deserves it. It is so good. And this is in that same kind of territory. It's a big departure from the Green Arrow that we know and love and the Canary that we know and love. And it's my jaw was on the floor. I don't believe, it's hard to believe that what DC is getting away with this. And I'm so happy. I'm so proud that they're doing this well, and this in your face. They are just screaming in your face, and I love it. Sorry, that's my soapbox moment for a minute. But
don't apologize. The book ruled. We both have it in our stacks for a reason.
Dare I say they're screeching it? Get it? Because it's black canary. Get it?
There you go. There you go. You dared and you did.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's going. I don't care. I love it.
That's the best part about the absolute books. I've read 1 billion comic books, rounding off to the nearest billion, but not by much. And when there's a chance to see something that I haven't seen before in all of the Green Arrow comics I've read, that's something cool and special.
Yeah.
And same with Superman, same with Batman, and what you were saying about Wonder Woman. That book is so metal. That one has been my favorite until this, and they're still neck and neck, but this issue was great.
They are hand in hand. They are so well, and they really play well together. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm not a huge Green Arrow guy. I never have that. I enjoy him. It's fun. He's a neat character, but I am now, and this is my Green Arrow. So I absolutely love that.
The nearest comparison would be Mike Grell's Longbow Hunters back in the 80s. Yeah. It has that level of grit to it, that level of, I don't want to use realism because it's still like a superhero world, but Richard Donner, when he made the first Superman movie, would use the term verisimilitude. Something feels real. It doesn't have to actually be real. And I feel that this book has that in spades.
Yeah.
But what else you got for this week?
I did a couple. I read. I have a pretty big stack this week. I've read quite a lot.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to talk about all of these because it's just a bunch. Going to do a quick rapid fire. This is the latest issue of Super Creep Show, which is the horror anthology Creep Show, but with superhero stories. This one's great this week. A super beautiful story. It's just one story, but the artwork is incredible. And it's really, really, really nice. I liked this issue a lot. This is at the top of the heap for my favorites, and Hello Darkness for as far as
horror anthologies are great because with only a few pages to tell your story, it's never going to suck. They only have so many pages to get in, tell their story, and get out.
Yep.
They're not going to waste time.
No.
The Creep Show TV show that the comic is inspired by is currently streaming on the horror streaming service Shudder.
Oh, really?
There's 3 seasons of the current Creep Show season that is really good. They got a bunch of top flight directors, including Joe Hill wrote an episode.
Oh, are you kidding me? Really?
Dead serious.
I don't have that channel, and I can't afford another channel, but here we are.
Yeah, Shudder also is now streaming all the Tales from the Crypt TV shows from HBO.
You know what I just found out about is that Creep Show was an old. I thought it was like a movie.
So,
but it's a series, isn't it?
So the original Creep Show was I'm a big horror nerd, so here we get off on a rant. Stephen King and George Romero.
Horror?
Yeah, horror.
Right.
But Stephen King and George A. Romero were close friends. They worked together on a couple different projects, including Creep Show, which was, at the time, a modern 1980s updating of the Tales from the Crypt comics that they had grown up loving. There's a Creep Show 1 and a Creep Show 2 that were released theatrically. The financing and rights fell apart during the production of Creep Show 3, which morphed into Tales from the Dark Side instead.
Wow.
But several years ago, the streaming horror service Shudder brought Creep Show back. Greg Nicotero, who did the special effects for Walking Dead, has directed a couple episodes. It's great. It is violent and gross and over the top and everything that you want from a horror anthology series, much like Super Creep Show, the comic.
That's awesome. Oh, that makes me want to go back and watch that stuff. Darn, I gotta, and I'm sure that I could really get a lot out of Shudder. I might.
Until recently, it was the home of Joe Bob Briggs.
What did he leave?
Well, the last drive-in got canceled. They have 2 more one-shots they're doing on the AMC channel, but in the new year, they're going to be launching a new thing.
Okay.
But they still have the archives there. But what else you got?
These are my superhero comics that I did this week. And Adriana, pipe in on any that you see here, okay? Did you read New Titans?
I sadly did not get the chance to read New Titans.
It's good. It's more of the same. It's more of the same. But,
I know.
I enjoy it.
I know they kind of go back in time for a second, and right now Titans are on much like the base like Action Comics right now. They're both on the same wavelength of time.
A lot of timey wipes.
A lot of time jumping, a lot of time wipes. Yeah, and this one centers around Cyborg before all the cybernetics and everything.
This issue kind of feels like, I don't know if a warm bath is the right description, but it is intentionally like a comforting, you settle in to read it sort of thing. They've done so many, am I Victor Stone? Am I a robot? Am I Victor Stone? Am I a robot stories? They kind of have their own tropes at this point. And so I was flipping through this one earlier, and it's not a story that I haven't seen 1,000 times because I've read Titans since the 80s.
Yep.
But it's that story told well.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm with this whole new series. They're doing a great job with that. There's not a lot of new stuff. It's not taking me in any bold new direction that I want to go to. It's taking me down a path that I love, and they're doing it really well.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to spend time with old friends, and that's what that book is.
I actually started watching the old Teen Titans cartoons again because of this.
Oh, yeah.
It's really got me going on it.
You were talking about how your sons are watching Teen Titans Go right now.
Yep, I was home all day with my kids. We watched that for probably 3 hours. It was incredible.
It's so weird that they did the Deathstroke and Terra storyline on that cartoon for children.
I know. They did well, though.
Terra was 13 and Deathstroke... Yeah, comics are weird, y'all.
I can't get into it.
All right, Superman Unlimited, the Monkey of Steel.
Okay, this one I did. I briefly read through.
There's great historical context for this.
I'm sure there is.
Mort Weisinger was the editor on the Superman books for decades, starting in the early 1950s. And he firmly believed, and had charts posted up on the walls to prove it, oh, Bibbo, that there would be a sales spike anytime a primate of any kind, gorilla, monkey, orangutan, whatever, if they appeared on the cover, he was expecting like a 25% sales spike.
Oh my God.
And so he would actually keep track of how long has it been since we had a monkey on the cover, and that's why there's so many disproportionate amount of monkey characters in the Superman books, where you've got, you know, Giganto, Beppo the Super Monkey, you've got all these different characters that they could throw onto the cover if they needed to.
He's back.
And so this is continuing that proud legacy.
They needed a sales spike, and
Yeah.
there he is, folks.
Yep, there's Beppo the Super Monkey.
Oh, this one just hurt my head to read. I'm very much enjoying Reign of the Superboys for a number of different reasons. And
well, for one, Superboy Prime is doing really stinking good. He is doing so good. But also, I had to mention it. Believe it or not, tomorrow, and I'm Team Tomorrow Man, by the way. I am full blown.
Jesus, I can barely sit here.
Team Tomorrow Man.
I can barely sit here and listen to
It
this.
happens. So, a lot of, like, you know how characters that you hate in the past
I think it's past
just
this
end up having a cult classic favorite kind of feel to them?
Sure.
I'm gonna die on this hill. I'm going to say that I'm pro Tomorrow Man until he does something awful.
Dang.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's my heart goes out to every Superman book. Superman is my guy in every form of any kind, and that includes Tomorrow Man. So here he is, doing his thing. It's bold. It's a bold direction, and I hope that it works out. Because a lot of things don't work out in Superman universe.
I'm just glad that Crypto is going yip yep and not talking like a person, because those old Silver Age comics are creepy and weird.
I remember that.
This
Well,
is
not I
awesome.
wasn't around for that era,
You just
but I
remember that.
remember when Crypto talked in the cartoon series as a kid, and I was like,
Well, it's nowhere near as creepy as the horse that was trying to date Supergirl.
We're not going to talk about
we
that.
can't
I
talk
don't
about
think we're allowed to.
Yeah.
This is a great one.
Ow,
World's
I picked
Finest.
this one up and I didn't get a chance to read it.
I'm not going to go too much into it. It's wonderful.
It's Mark Waid.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Pick this up if you just like superhero books. I would recommend this. Probably one of the three I would pick up. Absolutely incredible story. Now this is tricky. This is a tricky one. I'm loving this right now. I really like the current Wonder Woman. It is. It's actually really genuinely, I think, trying to borrow a lot of stuff from Absolute Wonder Woman, because Absolute Wonder Woman is so well done, and such an incredibly cool character. This is a weird storyline. It's different. I don't know how much of this is going to stick, but I'm enjoying it very much.
Yeah, I'm jumping onto the series after picking up Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman.
And that's actually a good point. To me, the most important thing about the book is that Trinity has been prominently featured, but hasn't taken over the book like Steve Urkel on Family Matters yet. It's so difficult to add a major cast member to a book. For a while, the Superman book struggled with that when they aged up Jonathan.
Yep.
But so far, Tom King is threading the needle on this book.
Yeah.
And everyone is getting equal amounts of screen time and equal amounts of character development.
Yeah.
And everything just seems like, well, obviously that's the natural thing that is going to happen next, even though there's no way I could have seen that coming.
Yeah. I'm loving this.
Great book.
Highly recommend to everybody. That's my DC issues.
Also, the Matriarch is a really good villain right now.
Really cool. Really cool
Yeah.
villain. Love it, love it, love it. real fast. I only did 3 on. Actually, didn't even read this one. Moonstar.
That's a reference to a Bill Sienkiewicz cover from New Mutants back in the day.
That makes me so happy.
Love it.
I don't think he's done any covers for Moonstar yet. He's my favorite guy, and I hope he does. If he hasn't done one yet, I haven't seen it, but I sure hope he
Bill
does.
Sienkiewicz broke my brain as a kid in the '80s, reading Moon Knight and
so much.
his New Mutants run.
Stray Toasters.
Yeah, it's never finished, but it's still great. Elektra Assassin.
Yeah.
So much fantastic stuff from Bill Sienkiewicz. Is impossible to spell or pronounce his last name,
Right.
but you cannot mistake his artwork. If you see him, there's no second guessing who it could be. But yeah, as a New Mutants guy growing up, I liked the X-Men. I read the X-Men. I read X Factor. I read them all, but New Mutants was my book.
Yeah.
And Danny and those early characters were some of my first favorite characters in comics. So I'm glad that this and the Magic and Colossus series have been as good as they are.
Me too. It's a long time coming.
They've never treated those characters with the respect they
Not
deserve.
a bit. And
Like Cannonball should be the Marvel equivalent of Nightwing.
It's really weird, isn't it?
But yeah, he's just barely shows up in group shots.
Yeah.
But yes, I agree with you. Moonstar has been rad.
I love it. This fell on this. I didn't like this. I'm hoping for better things for X-Men United, but this 3rd issue did not do it for me. I hope that they're going to. It's always. I'm an old school guy. I like when they do something crazy for a couple of years and then they come back and kind of do what we know and love. This is kind of going back to what we know and love, but it's just not hitting the mark for me yet. The Uncanny X-Men absolutely is. Gail Simone is just killing it.
That's the strongest of the X books right now, bar
Absolutely.
none.
So
but that's Gail.
not as much. Yeah.
I loved Krakoa. I feel that wrap up was way too sudden and abrupt, and a lot of stuff got left on the table.
It felt so rushed.
But I'd say that at least 70% of the X-Men books right now are worth your time reading, and that's a better percentage than we got for many, many years.
Oh yeah. For a long time.
Yeah. So United's. It's not that United isn't my jam. It's just that it didn't wow me.
Yeah.
And there's every story doesn't have to be Grant Morrison's New X-Men reinventing the entire line.
Yeah.
But this feels like it could have been plucked out of any time in the last 30 years.
Yeah.
And I've read a lot of X-Men comics in the last 30 years. I'm like, that's cool, but I won't remember this next week when we're moving books.
I don't like things like this. Mission into yesterday alongside Captain America.
But I'll tell you what I do like. I have a soft spot for speech balloons on a cover. We were filing some back issues, and we came across a copy of Uncanny 248, I think, where it's, "Why, Havoc? Why did you kill Storm?" And anytime you have a speech balloon on a cover, that makes it more memorable to me, because, frankly, this scene probably doesn't happen in the book. This certainly doesn't happen in the book. You get these great cover images that completely divorced from the content. You're not going to necessarily remember, which issue of Ultimate Spider-Man is this? It's the one that Peter Parker is perched on top of a flagpole as Spider-Man. There's probably 9 different covers that look like that.
Right.
And they're all good pictures, but they don't sell the book.
Yeah.
Speech balloons, to me, sell the book.
I love it too. You're right. That's just the right level of corniness, and that's what our comics about, if not that.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
If not being corny. That's
Exactly.
what it is.
Just wanted one quick thing. We've got a couple more things to talk about, but I just wanted to throw this up because Marvel does. Marvel Remembers in recent years. They've been doing little one-pagers about people who've passed in their world, and this one just absolutely breaks my heart. And I just wanted to show it to everybody. Sam Keith, one of my all-time favorites. Absolutely, just incredible artist.
People who are lucky
creator.
enough to be reading comics mostly in the 90s, in his heyday,
Yep.
are going to be familiar with him. Tons of Marvel work. His Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine stuff is really well remembered. To me, though, he's always going to be the guy from the Max.
Oh yeah, and that's probably where most people, in general, in
Yeah.
our general populace, know him from, because he did create Max, and then went, which was incredible, and became
Yeah.
a very popular animated show on. It was on
MTV.
Yeah, MTV's animation block that they did for a while.
But yeah, Sam Keith, we're at the point now where we're losing a lot of the
Yeah, I know.
of the big names from my childhood, from
Same,
my adolescence, and that's a bummer, and it's sad. But at least we've got the art. At least we've got
Yeah.
the body of work for Sam Keith. There's decades of great stuff for us to look at, which sadly isn't always the case.
And the respect that we've come to a point where we can recognize these artists. It was for a long time, these guys didn't have nothing. Nobody even really knew who they were. But now, partly because of guys like Sam Keith and the Image guys and all that, and going back to some other big names who get the respect that they deserve now. Anyway, just want to do a little quick shout out to Sam Keith that I don't think we've gotten a chance to do before. Now, let's talk about, why don't you talk about what if,
So I've got a couple books left, and they were probably my two favorite books and the two most messed up books of the week. I swear, there's plenty of sane, normal stuff that I like reading too. But we're going to start with Of the Earth. Of the Earth is written by Chris Condon, who has done a ton of comics, most recently in high profile, an Image series called That Texas Blood, which is sort of a Texas noir story. Way out middle of nowhere, dry desert of West Texas, religious cults, cops trying to bring people to justice. It's a good time. This series here, Of the Earth, written by the same guy, he was the head show writer for Halt and Catch Fire, a TV show about the computer industry in Dallas in the 1980s.
God, that was a great show. I loved that show.
Great show. This comic is going to be,
That's a lot of words.
yeah. So
I'm not reading all them words.
there are some words. There's a text piece at the beginning.
Ow!
You don't need to have read it, but it is a bit of folklore telling you about the origins of the term wildcatter. Somebody who worked in the oil fields. It's not 100% necessary, but it's good flavor that puts you into the feeling of the world. And right away, this seems like a real place full of real people with real terrible problems. The main character, she is fleeing from an abusive relationship across the middle of nowhere in the oil fields of Texas. She's trying to get home to reconcile with her grandmother. Very big bad wolf energy happening there. But I don't want to spoil anything, but as she's going across the desolate wasteland of Texas, she encounters some truly messed up, like John Carpenter level horror, an evil that is dwelling within the oil itself. And
so this book is saying more than
yeah. There's
okay.
It's got something to say, and that something is ugh.
And the evil was Tim Curry.
And the evil was Tim Curry all along. But then the other best book of the week, since we're Odin's Place, we have to rep for the new Image series by James Tynion, Odin #1.
I have not read this yet, but I very much.
I've read it twice.
Yeah, on his recommendation, I am going to take this home and read it tonight. So, Alone in the Dark.
Tynion is my favorite current comic book author. He's best known for Something Is Killing the Children, but so many other great books. He's got.
We were talking about The Deviant.
Yeah, Deviant, his Killer Santa Claus book.
Favorite book. I love that book.
He also did House of the Slaughtered, no?
Yeah, House of Slaughter is a spinoff of Something is Killing the Children. Going back to the New 52, he did Talon, the Batman spinoff, because he was a student of Scott Snyder. Scott Snyder's day job is a professor of English literature at Sarah Lawrence University. And he handpicks various students of his that show promise as writers and kind of funnel them into the comic profession. James Tynion is one of those, and easily the most prolific of them. If I see his name on a book, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to like it.
Yeah.
So this book here is another one of those that, much like Of the Earth, has a lot of, I don't want to say ripped from the headlines, but the main character is a journalist who is infiltrating a white supremacist group. She knows that if they find out who she is and what she's up to, it's literally a life or death situation, which means that she's possibly the only one at all prepared when this trip out with the white supremacists to earn their trust goes completely sideways, and some sleeping elder god is awakened. Cannibalism is possible.
This is nuts.
There's
What?
there is loss of time where people are like, hey, 1 minute ago everything was fine, and now my hair and fingernails have grown, and Steve is dead. So immediately the people in this book are in over their heads, barely treading water, and most of the people are Nazis who have this coming.
Yeah.
So if you're watching a slasher movie and you get to cheer for the deaths, that's sometimes the best thing. Like, there's a great Nazi zombie movie called Red Snow.
Oh, that's a good movie.
And yeah, you're cheering for the, because there's nothing better to kill than a Nazi.
Right.
And so this book is going to be killing bad people and also every people. It's creepy and moody. Jodie Belair's art is amazing. There's like these great like splash pages like this one here that just, they ground it in such a way that they're so insignificant and small amongst the Arctic wasteland. And you can't help but feel sympathy and compassion for these people, even knowing who they are and what they've done.
I was going to bring that up. It's a running thing I've seen in several of Tynion's books, where there are characters that do not deserve any compassion, do not deserve any good feelings. And there's entire books and stories that he's written where there's not a likable character in the entire thing. And to be able to do that and still hold it and read it and love it is a real talent.
The characters have to be compelling, but not necessarily likable. It's Tony Soprano.
Yeah, there you go.
It's somebody that you can cheer for him and root for him, but at the same time, you always know that he's the bad guy. Yeah. This is Walter White. This is Darth Vader. As much as we can sympathize with what led them to this point, we've also seen them make their bed, and now they have to die.
Yep. I don't know anything about this book. I don't know the history. This feels like it's going to be a TV show.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the dialogue on this page, blah blah blah. The stars are going to be special right here over these coordinates, right? And we're going to summon a demon? These clueless putzes don't really believe what they're doing. They're in it for the lulz. They're having fun. Yeah, they're white supremacists, but they're predominantly dumbasses.
Yeah.
And some of maybe one of them is actually as scary as they're all acting like, but most of them are just scared idiot kids.
Yeah.
And they're doing something for shock value that completely grows out of control.
It's what if the satanic panic was real?
Yeah.
I like that concept. It's really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this just on your recommendation alone. I love it.
But then you have another book that you wanted to give a special shout out to.
I want to do a quick special shout out to the first. This is volume 1 of the Dungeon Crawler Crawl graphic novel. This follows. It's the first, I think, 13 or 14 chapters. The first 13 chapters of the webtoon series. So you may have seen this already. You may not have. Dungeon Crawler Crawl is super hot right now, and my personal favorite thing going on. I absolutely love it. This is the special cover, one of the variant covers. There's only 2. This is just top tier. Get this, or get the book, or listen to the audiobook, whatever you do. This is just the hottest thing going on. It's so fun. So fun.
It's like a funny fantasy version of Running Man with Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it is just, and the longer you listen, the longer you read, the better it gets.
Ah.
What was that? From out of the dark flew an object.
Well, I guess that might mean that it's time for us to go if they're throwing stuff at us.
Yes. Thank you very much, everybody. Please come on by. We've got a lot of fun stuff going on lately. The Meeple Marketplace takes place. Adriana?
Yes.
Saturday.
No.
Help me.
Next Saturday.
That's what I mean.
It's the 31st. It's the 30th.
Oh, I thought it was this one coming up. My apologies.
Oh, hold on.
Well, in the meantime, we have Friday Night Magic this Friday.
Yes. And everyone is loving Strixhaven so much. It's been a lot of fun. Super fun time. If you wanted to jump into Magic, now's a great time to do it. And all of our other fun activities are popping and hopping. Thank you so much for stopping by and helping us get Odin's Place off the ground and have a lot of fun for you. We do a lot of things right, but the best thing we do is provide a place for our community because you guys are who we do this for. This is your place.
I got the confirmation. Meeple Marketplace is on the 30th, but we are taking applications for table spaces.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
awesome.
And it's not necessarily like apply to get a table space. It's more like apply to see how many tables we do need to put out.
Yeah.
It's that one's more open. It is a flea market kind of. You're selling your old used goods for store credit, and you just agree upon it with the individuals, and it'll just be like, hey, I want to buy X board game or X models from so and then so and so's account gets put, store credit into it.
Mm-hmm.
So
awesome.
The customers buy the things from you for cash, and you get the store credit for it. Is it a 1-for-1 situation?
I believe it is.
I think it is too.
It's an agreed.
Sweet.
It's an agreed total. So,
That's
like for
awesome.
example, like I just want to buy a Warhammer model for like $30, and they're like, okay, go give the $30 cash to the register, and then they'll give me the store credredit.
The $30 of store credit. It's
Yeah,
a great
the $30
thing.
of store
Great.
credit.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a
thinking about doing
1-for-1.
it with some of my old stuff that's just collecting dust right now. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Well, cool.
It is,
That's just coming up at the end of the month then.
Yeah, it is. It's a biannual thing. It happens like once every 2 quarters. So this time around in spring is May, and the next one won't be until September. So
Cool. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in.
oh,
And-
there is one thing that you got to mention.
What is it? Hey, there's old Matthew Dunn. Hi, Matthew. How are you doing?
Hi.
Hello, Matthew.
Good to see you, pal.
It's Odin Fair.
Odin Fair, yes.
Applications for Odin Fair are up. So that is the one where we actually take applications and we will look through and pick and choose. I say which vendors you would want for Odin Fair, and that's the one where you sell your wares completely out of charge from us. There's no table fees. It is all pure profit on the artists. And it's artists, creators, devs, all the like.
We love our community. And that's not any hyperbole or joke or anything that we say lightly. Odin Fair is when we turn this back room over to you guys and give you a voice that you may not otherwise have and let you sell your stuff to all of our wonderful customers and all of us. And we love it. It is one of the best things that we do, and it's just a wonderful time. So if you want to have a table this year, look it up and apply. And we'll see what we can do. Anything else we got, guys?
I believe that's about everything on my end. There's a couple of prompts in the chat.
Oh, what?
Can we read that?
It says that Odin's Fair is going to be so fun this year.
Yes.
To which we agree.
Yes, we agree. Because I think we're gonna ask again, and he's on the stream anyway. Matthew Dunn, can you DJ for us again for this year? If you can, message us. Thanks.
Yeah, please. We'd love to have you. This is we're chatting with Matthew Dunn. He's a world famous DJ.
World famous DJ Matthew Dunn.
Yes. He recently, someone wrote a comic book about him where he sadly got murdered. But it was just a comic book. He's not been murdered in real life.
That's good.
I saw him earlier today, I think. Or maybe it was yesterday.
But the people that died in this comic are dead for real, right?
Very dead.
Okay.
Very dead. In that reality, they're done.
That's what I thought.
Done. See what I did? Uh-huh.
Not
There
in
it is.
superhero comics though.
Oh, thank you. Matthew noticed our dual magnificent beards today.
Beautiful.
We're giving that away for free, everybody.
My beard's name is Annie.
Annie? I don't even know if my beard's name is Ashley. Just kidding.
That's your wife's name.
Just kidding. We've said too much.
All right. Well, I guess that's what we were reading this week.
That's what we're reading this week. We'll see you next week, everybody. Thank you. And
Bye.